I hate the rain.
It's time for the man. The myth. The wanted fugitive. Game Dude. He has made 3 videos on Sonic games, and I'm going to be covering all of them. The first one is his video on Sonic Heroes.
3D did not kill Sonic. Leaving Sega hardware did.
Well, what other choice did Sega have? Sega would have gone bankrupt otherwise. So this camera quality. I get when this was made, but was there really nothing better that you could do than what looks like 240p quality? The angry video game nerd was able to have better camera quality in videos that came out years before this.
Sonic losers!
Is that the best you could come up with? That wasn't even a pun.
Why? Because Sega hates you.
I'll admit in hindsight that is definitely true. Sometimes a wanted criminal can predict the future.
Where do I begin? You have to constantly switch between 3 characters, which annoyingly overcomplicates the game.
How?
Bull tits! I only want to play as Sonic or Tails, damn it!
Well, you can. At no point in the game are you forced to switch to Knuckles. Also, what's with this Knuckles exclusion? What's wrong with him?
Combat is tedious.
Again, how? Most enemies only die in one hit. Also, I should have brought this up earlier. But why are you playing the inferior PS2 version instead of the superior GameCube and Xbox versions?
Fuck leprechauns!
What does that even mean?
Collecting all the rings is nearly impossible, mainly due to horrendous control.
You are never required to get all the rings. And again, how are the controls bad? You don't elaborate.
At least the music's nice, and the game does retain their classic Sonic atmosphere.
I'll admit. I do like that you give the game credit where you think it's due.
Tails, kick Sonic's ass. Yeah. Yeah. Now that's a Sonic boom!
What? So next is his video on Sonic Riders.
The birds. Why are there birds?
And why are birds a problem?
I mean, why are there so many characters? All we need, or actually needed, were Sonic and Tails!
So you're asking the series to have even less characters than Sonic 2. The series apparently doesn't even need Robotnik according to you.
But now they suck too. They all suck!
How? What is with the trend of you not explaining your points?
But, you wanna know what the worst part about the game is? The absolute worst part? No, man. There's a sequel!
And now we're just taking lines from the angry video game nerd.
You know what's really worse? Guess what? There's a sequel!
They're just another lie. Anyway, it's not much better or different than the original, but the graphics are definitely nicer. The motion-sensitive controls are interesting, as always, but lack precision, so they're just as bad as the analog controls of the first one, so you're gonna crash into all the walls and be all over the place.
The quality of the footage got even worse for no reason. Seriously, what even is this? Now the final video is his video on Sonic 06.
Now, back in the days, Sonic and Tails were the fucking shit, but too bad they didn't ride the shit train like everyone else. Now Sonic's all stretched out like Gumby. What happened to these?
Great, it's one of these.
He can only attack by throwing dummy ring bombs. It's so stupid. They're infinitely crammed up his ass, and look, he can't even pick them back up.
If he could. That would be overpowered. Because that would basically give you infinite health.
That was a long time ago. Now, think for a moment. What should Sonic be like? This or this? Absolutely nothing about this catastrophic abomination resembles the classics.
And now we have a "it's bad because it's different" argument.
The town is also a horribly bad ripoff of Delfino Plaza.
How? The only similarities between the two is that they're both cities. And are both surrounded by water.
I'd rather be lost at the worst place of Antarctica.
That came out of nowhere, had no purpose and was pointless.
The humans are monstrosities, don't belong in the Sonic universe, and need to be massacred immediately.
Oh no, Game Dude is inciting genocide against humans. Everyone needs to run, no one is safe.
Clones are everywhere.
You have a problem with clones now?
Everything wants you dead. The almost unavoidable obstacles on the road.
You clearly ran straight into it. When there are clearly two visible paths you could take besides it.
Also, if you stay too close to the edges, you die. If you jump too early, you die. If you jump too late, you die. And because you can only jump straight, if you jump at the wrong angle, you die. You will die again and again and again and again and again. I can't take it anymore.
And he's doing it again.
I mean, this game just pukes snot up my ass. I mean, it's like you touch the top of the building, you die. You touch the ceiling, you die. You touch the floor, you die. Too far to the right, you die. Too far to the left, you die. You die, you die, you die, 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 die. Oh, God, I can't fucking stand it.
And that's the last point he makes. This video honestly isn't that bad, and there are more valid points in it than I thought there were going to be. But that's mostly likely because Sonic 06 is such an easy target. I apologize that this video is so short, but that's because at least in these videos a lot of the things Game Dude says has so little substance there's nothing to respond to. It almost feels like a tactic in a way. You can't criticize my points if I don't make any. This most likely will not be my only video on Game Dude, since he has a lot more bangers in his gallery to cover. I doubt he'll mind though, since he'll be too busy on the run to notice. Anyways, I hope you all have a nice day and don't be a bully.